Morning guys. In preparation for Enduro, I've got my car here to do something interesting. Now, we've just washed the car over here now. So we did a prelim wash just now and then we reversed the car in, and now it's for the detail wash. Alright, look at that little thing here he's using. This is to rub off all the grit. Alright, you can wash your car, but there are still fine stuffs that are stuck onto it, and they're gonna rub it off. All these little gaps later on, they're gonna open up the bonnet, they're gonna rub it really clean, all these little gaps. Now why? Okay, we all know Lumar is a very famous brand for tinting, alright, but now Lumar also have a very high quality self-healing protection film. So, Enduro, right? 2,000 over kilometers of drive, and inevitably there will be stones, there will be little rocks, doodads, debris bumping up onto your car throughout the journey. Alright? Now, yes, there are coatings out there, we know that, there are nano this, nano that, but don't make no mistake, those coatings, right, they more or less replace, or it's a newer method for your polish and waxing and all that. There are differences with that, alright? But in terms of protection against scratches, stones that bumps up, the only thing that can protect your car would be, that really protects, would be the PPF films, alright? Now PPF films are very expensive, we know that, but why this round we want to work out something for Enduro participants? Why? Think about the industry for the past 4-5 years, alright? See that? That's a BRV over there, and there's a Honda City over there. Honda City, what headlamps do they have now? LEDs, right? HRV? LEDs, right? LED headlamps are expensive, okay? And how much do they cost? We did a check. HRV headlamp is slightly more than 4,000 ringgit one piece. Honda City is close to 4,000 ringgit one piece. So imagine you go for a drive in your 3 Series, in your C-Class, in your whatever, or something that is rare. If you drive a Saab, if you drive a Fiat, if you drive a Zafiro, right, a Silvia, what if you break your headlamp with one little piece of rock that bumped up during your 2,000 km journey, right? It's gonna be crazy to even find that part, and they are expensive. So this round, what I'm doing here, I'm gonna wrap my headlamp, I'm gonna wrap my bumper and all that to protect it, okay? Now these kind of films that they're gonna install later, I'm gonna show later, they have self-healing properties. So what do we mean by self-healing? When a scratch is present on the film, under the hot sun or under a blow dryer, once it heats up, they will heal back. Okay, it's going to fuse back, and it is the only way that provides proper protection to your paint. And for me, I'm not a person that is too particular with my paint. Those of you who knows me would know that I seldom do too much, you know, coating or wax or whatever. I don't really bother with that, and I'm the kind of person where even after I scratch my car, look at that, and I'm like, it's fine, I can't see it, I'm sitting inside anyway. But what I'm concerned with is how much this thing costs, the headlamp. See, the thing is this, headlamps, right, they are at a price point that you don't know whether you should give up your NCD or not. You get what I mean? Let's say I broke my windscreen. Okay? How much is a windscreen? Your regular Japanese car, your windscreen should be around 3,000 ringgit, more or less. Alright? European cars, maybe they will go up to 6,000 or 5,000 ringgit. However, when you claim a windscreen, you claim without any worry. Why? Because it's a separate plan. When you claim your windscreen, it doesn't affect your NCD, it doesn't affect your NCB. But if you broke a headlamp, which might cost you 7,000-8,000 ringgit per piece, you'd be like, do I claim my insurance? 7,000-8,000 may be a very clear-cut case, right? It's very clear-cut, 7,000-8,000 ringgit, okay, I'm gonna claim. I'm not gonna pay 7,000-8,000 ringgit. I'm just gonna pay and give up my NCD, right? What if it's a Honda City headlamp or a HRV? 3,000 ringgit, 4,000 ringgit, or others that are 5,000-6,000 ringgit. It is a benchmark that is, you're like, do I or do I not? If you claim for a small amount, I mean, if it is 10,000-20,000, of course you claim, right? But if you claim for 5,000-6,000 ringgit, you're gonna lose your NCD. So, what we have here now is very interesting. Last time PPF films, they wrap the entire car. It's not necessary if you're only if you're a supercar owner, right? You want to wrap the entire car because you want to retain your original paint. And it's also not recommended for supercar collectors to do all the nano coating and all that because it fuses with your paint, right? So what we will do is one protection. The main point here is for me to have an extra protection for my headlamp. If a stone bumps up got kicked up by a car in front, let's say if you go for a drive with cars like Golf R, with cars like 335i, Ferraris, what kind of tires they have? They have ultra high performance tires, really sticky tires. Now, for those of you who never went for drives, you would not know this, but those of you who are seasoned drivers, you will know this, all right? Following a car with Ecopia tire is very different from following a car with a PS4S tire or a Conti Extreme Contact tire. Why? Sticky tires kick up stones. They send them flying your way and it's gonna break your headlamp. So this is what I am installing today. Alright, made in USA. And these are very, very high quality films. I know out there are cheaper stuffs out there, you know, they claim this and that, but you need to verify them. It has to be proper quality stuff. All right. So later we'll show once they finish everything, and yeah, we'll let you know more. But the reason I'm doing this video is that for Enduro participants, it is something you should think of. Or driving enthusiasts, if you always go driving, Genting, Uluya, blah blah, these are things that you should invest. And it's not super expensive if you are just protecting the front part of your car and your headlamp, okay? And they will easily last a few years, and the maintenance will be covered up to 7 years, things like that, terms and conditions. I mean. But basically, for me, it's a worthwhile investment. So, yeah. That's about it for now. Later we'll see after they peel off the stuff and start installing. So this is the starting process, and that will be the side mirror covers. According to some, they say that this is one of the hardest part to install because of the curves and all that. There will be quite a bit of wastage, but I guess this one should not be too difficult. Very straightforward shape. And, let me show you the film. So, yeah, it may look simple, right? But it's something that is very costly. Some high-tech stuff. Okay, so just now they clean the front part, they clean the car, they rub off the grids and all that, and now they're gonna start the installation process. So just these parts will have taken a full day of installation. See, it's a very painstaking process, and workmanship is very, very important. Yep. So it's really not easy. Can you imagine the hard work? Imagine all these surfaces. Yeah, not easy at all. Not easy at all. Alright. Yep. Alright. So for those of you who are interested, in conjunction with Enduro, in conjunction with this video, with our collaboration, now there is a 25% discount. So I think it's a very good discount. And I don't sell them, they sell them. Alright? Cheers.